Welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we bring you the biggest entertainment stories and, of course, give you our own analysis and how we feel about it. My name is Elsie Godwin, and as usual, I'm not here alone. I'm here with the ladies, Chika Nwewu and Ewa Oritu.
Hi.
It's a ladies' affair this morning. Yes. Where did you put Chioma refer to? Because it seems like it was planned, right?
Powerpuff Girls type thing, you know, ready to save the world.
Okay, all right. Anyway, let's move right into today's stories, because I feel like we're going to have too many amebos to do, right? So, following the recent arrest of few Nigerians in the United States who have been indicted in cyber fraud, Regina Askia, I'm sure you know her if you used to watch Nollywood way back. So she sent Memo to Nigerians living in America. The length of her post will not permit me to share it all with you on this show, but here is what she said in part. Corporate America is notoriously unfriendly when it comes to hardworking Black immigrants, but our resilience and focus keeps us rising above all that, rejecting the office of victimhood and taking it all in our stride. We are eagle-eyed, focused on the big picture, and that for most of us is highest possible educational qualification and highest possible office with highest possible pay. Like water, we find our way around any and all obstacles and we make it. End of quote. She went on to say, so sorry some of our greedy brothers had to put us all in some embarrassing position. Hang in there, continue to be the best you have always been. We've been down this road before. This one too shall pass. We are Nigerian Americans. Forged in fire, winning is the name of the game, or winning is the name of our game, one love. End of quote. So it was really long, but with how lengthy it was, I don't think there's any part of it I was going to fault, because this is a woman who is speaking from experience. You know, she left Nollywood to go over there and start a life. So she knows what she's saying. She mentioned the case of when one of our famous presidents mentioned shithole country, and how one of her co-workers came to her to apologize on his behalf, and then she knew that all that was just BS, and the actions that followed that thought proved that she was right, you know. So I get how all this feels. It's easier for us who are in Nigeria and doing our own legal job to feel like, okay, yeah, there is a wrong perception and it's rubbing off on us in a bad way. But it's different when you have to experience it and you are in the middle of it. Just imagine every Nigerian in United States of America right now. And you know how it looks like they see all the bad news about the Black ones, because there's been stories and gist and news of Nigerians doing awesome things in America. That's when they will be blind. They won't see it. They did not read that section of the news. But once it's fraud, it's important and they have to read it, you know. So I can't even begin to say I understand what they go through over there. But like she said, winning is the name of the game.
Like you said, I'm not going to fault any part of, because I read it and I was like, I felt encouraged. And I like the fact that amidst everything, everybody has been coming out to like say, okay, we can do better, we can do this. But I like the fact that she's coming out to encourage people. Like if I was living there, if I'd read this piece, it would encourage me. I like the way she picked her words and the way she didn't really focus on the negative part at all. She just said our Igbo, our brothers, our greedy brothers, and she didn't focus on the negative part, like I said. So it's more like, I'm just really impressed about what she wrote, and I think more people should come out instead of just coming out to talk about the fraud. Yeah, like I mean, encourage people, let people know that if you keep doing good for yourself, I mean, all this rubbish won't get to you. Yeah.
Well, I like everything that she said, and I particularly like the fact that she said that Nigerians, we know how to thrive, and we know how to survive in every environment. We're like water. We can, you know, we can go through, we can meander, and I like that she said that. I like the whole post, and I also like the fact that she acknowledged that we can be very greedy, because because you know, we said it on the show one time.
She acknowledged that we have greedy brothers, not that we can be very greedy.
Okay, I'm just talking about Nigerians as a whole. I'm not talking about me like individual. I'm talking like Nigerians as a country. We can be greedy. That's why we have greedy brothers here. And you know, I said we were talking about it one time, where we said there are a lot of people, a lot of Nigerians that always use repatriation. Every time you talk about it, they say, no, we're trying to fight back for our forefathers. You know, they always say that as they always give excuses as to why we are doing what we're doing. But she's made it known that why we're doing what we're doing at this point in time, it doesn't really matter, because at where they are, it is where it is affecting them the most. Me, I can't feel it. I just say, sorry, wow, now they've cancelled visa. It's not like I was going to go before. It's not like, I'm like, if I had a visa.
We can only sympathize on it.
Yeah, I can't really empathize. I can be like, if I was going to travel now, but anyways, we shall move. But people that are over there, that they have to constantly face discrimination, and she talked about, you know, facing racism and now facing this again. I missed it. She said people that don't even have shingbai in their
account,
nothing
house. To steal from them.
Nothing to
acting
steal
like
from
you want to steal. I'm like, sis, are we stealing you back home?
So yeah, the whole thing that she said, it's really encouraging, and I hope that more people can see it and know that, please, let's do better as a country. Let's do better as a people.
All right, moving on. Hollywood star Leonardo DiCaprio has announced a $5 million pledge to help reduce the number of fires in the Amazon rainforest. DiCaprio announced on Sunday that the Earth Alliance, an organization dedicated to environmental philanthropy that he co-chairs, was pledging $5 million in funding to protect the Amazon. He said the fund's purpose was to focus critical resources for indigenous communities and other local partners working to protect the life-sustaining biodiversity of the Amazon against the surge of fires currently burning across the region. I think this fire has been going on for quite some time now. We've not had the time to talk about it on this show, but was it Ariana Grande that was drumming up attention to the situation? Because I think before she did that, people were not talking about it. It was just happening, you know, how we say we've gotten used to bad news over here. So it was the case of it was happening, people were saying it like, okay, until she raised the awareness. And I'm glad that he's doing it. I also saw that another body, which I can't remember its name properly now, is giving $22 million also. So a lot of, I think something G7. So a lot of a lot of platforms coming up to do something about it. And I hope that as they are getting these funds, the solution they think is the best one would actually work. Because I mean, when it's natural, you don't know what to expect, right? You just can try and try. But I hope this comes to an end really soon.
Yes, I
hope so too.
Because we can't prefer solutions. Yeah. We don't really know.
We don't what's wrong. Yeah, we can just only pray.
Right now.
We can only hope that things just get better.
Yeah, we hope that. And it's a very kind deed that Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, coming from him, I'm not so surprised because he has always been an environmental activist. Yeah. So I'm not surprised, but it's still a good thing.
All right, it's time for a quick break. When we return, we definitely have more stories to discuss. We'll be right back.
It's the hottest entertainment stories coming up right here, right now. This is Tea Time.
Thank you for the tea.
Between yourself and MI, who's the best rapper?
I'm the best rapper. MI is maybe second after Magneto.
Nice. Teddy's going to fry my brains if you saw this.
Give me your account number, make a transfer.
You get the money?
Yeah.
4 million. I started getting scared when Yoruba boys started saying, you know, we worry people.
One thing is certain. If you are good, my dear, you are good.
My kind of person, I'm not ready to cry over any man.
You know, you look like Jarul, no?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, just the looks, that's all. Not the account.
Wow.
Welcome back. Jamaican-British rapper Stefflon Don debunks news that Burna Boy left her for Gambian actress Princess Shyngle. So this is what happened yesterday. We were on our own when Instablog, I have to call that name categorically, shared a post alleging that Oluwa Burna has left Stefflon Don to return back to Princess Shyngle, whom they say he started dating in 2018 and never really left. also sharing a video of Shyngle and Burna Boy FaceTiming and all that stuff. However, our girl, the rightful owner, if I'm permitted to be emotional now, has come out to debunk the rumor. Sis is saying, please let it rest. We're good over here. And about 4 hours ago, Stefflon Don shared a screenshot of her and Burna Boy on FaceTime. So please, people, I think we should dead this rumor right now.
Let's dead it. ASAP. What's that? When I saw that news, I was like,
I saw your comments.
I was like, what's going on? I'm confused. This can't be real.
But then I think she kind of fed the rumor too, because I went to her page and every photo she had with Burna Boy or photos of Burna Boy or anything that suggested Burna Boy had been taken down. So I felt,
with
okay,
that
something going
love
on.
post.
No, but that was not even my own point, because that was like an old song. It was song from
I mean like
2017.
a self-love, writing I love you.
Oh, I love you.
You know when girls break up, they're always like self-love. You have to love yourself.
No, you have to put yourself first before you put anybody else. You know, that's a deep.
You know that, sis? Something's wrong there.
But I honestly feel like Princess Shyngle must have instigated this. Where did they get the videos that she went to?
The FaceTime video.
The FaceTime video, the video that she went to a gaming house with Burna Boy. So in my head, I'm like...
Or maybe they're shooting a video.
Oh, that could be a possibility.
Actually, when I saw... When she came out to
shoot a video with Shyngle if she's your ex? Like... Man,
like business is business.
Oh, right. So Shyngle is the only one with that shape.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys know any time where Burna Boy dated Shyngle?
That was what I said. They said.
Because they said. Though. I never knew that Burna Boy was dating Shyngle at any point. So this looked like a very sponsored ad. You know when somebody
the way it was actually the way I saw it on the blog here, I was thinking there would be an advert coming up on that, because it was looking like it's not even real. They're just trying to. I feel like it's just publicity stunts because.
Princess Shyngle.
No. Okay. I think for Burna Boy.
Burna Boy
does not need publicity stuff at
well,
this
they all
time.
do.
Everybody.
You don't know what he's ready to drop.
Exactly.
True, but me, I felt.
But then there's something I noticed
in the comment section.
You told me I was.
If I was Shyngle,
that's not like.
If I was Shyngle, I'll be thinking of my life right now.
Like Nigerians.
It is not me. I did not say.
Twitter is wicked.
Oh, no, it's not even Twitter. I was on Instagram, so it was everywhere.
Oh my God!
How do you leave a Lamborghini for a Camry 2.2? Men are scum. I did not say that. That was a comment. Like, just imagine comments like that. There were not one, not two. Like, if we had 1,000 comments on that post, 900 was saying the same thing.
Yeah,
like,
but
how do you?
It was funny, but there was something that I just noticed. I'm like, if it was
look
true.
Look at this one. So Burna Boy cheated on Steph with plot graph X against Y.
Kai, can you imagine?
No.
But like,
if Burna Boy even had it in mind to try it,
it won't.
After yesterday, but think of his life.
I was meant to say something.
Everyone wants to say something.
Like it was interesting, but then I feel like if this was true, Burna Boy can date anybody he wants to date.
Right.
The way people are coming to body shame her, it's just not right.
She already body shamed herself when she went to shape it again. So she's not comfortable with her own body. So I have the right not to be comfortable with it too.
No, but you can't it's still body shaming. We can't take it away from that.
No, it wasn't really. Well, no. I don't think
was more concerned about her body.
No, I don't think the main thing was really about her body. Maybe that was what was happening on Twitter, because I wasn't on Twitter yesterday. Yeah. I was more on Instagram yesterday. So maybe to sound savage and all that, they were coming from her body on Twitter.
That was exactly.
But on Instagram, it was a case of looking at, regardless of how I want to look at it, and saying, don't bring anybody down, don't shame anybody. There are levels to these things. If somebody's bigger than you, somebody's bigger than you. Why are they laughing? Are there no levels to these things? If a person is bigger than you, you cannot put Shyngle on the same table with Stefflon Don. I'm sorry, you cannot. I respect her hustle. She's an actress. I've never seen a movie she's in anyway. But yeah, she's an actress and shape builder and Instagram. She's a celebrity with followers. I can't remember how many followers and all that. But there are levels to these things, you know. So when people start to tell you, so even if Burna Boy decides to leave tomorrow, she's not losing. Burna Boy is the one losing out, and that's the way I look at it. Okay, let me close my mouth. Maybe you guys have contrary opinion. I want to hear it.
No. We're good. But
okay,
I love Stefflon Don.
Okay, so let's
together.
let's assume. Since people are making it sound like I'm the crazy one on this table. I'm gonna ask a question. So, assuming this is true, Burna Boy, his village people decide to strike. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
And he says he's leaving Stefflon. He has the right to leave Stefflon. The relationship might not work and he decides to leave tomorrow. But at the end of the day, he decides it's Shyngle.
Her name is Princess.
I beg. That he decides to move to. How would you feel about it? I'm starting with you.
Me, I will not be happy. I know Burna Boy must not leave Stefflon.
What's happening here? I'm so confused.
I was confused because I was like, what's going on? Burna Boy and Stefflon, they cannot even break up.
No, they can't even try.
Instagram in-laws were there who settle it.
Instagram cousins.
Anyway, this is just to say we really wish them the best, and it's not to bring down Shyngle or Princess Shyngle in any way. But like I said, we love them, right? Okay, it's from one celebrity couple to another as Chioma features on track 3 of Davido's upcoming album. She's known for her culinary skills. Davido, but however, shared the picture of Chioma with a mic showed on his Instagram stories with caption, "My baby on track 3, she kill and die." Okay, I can't wait to hear this track, though, to know if she was just there as a backup singer.
Davido wants.
For everybody's
just, I can't wait to hear that. Like, it's so smart. It's like
surrounding anything he drops, a controversy.
The controversy sells, and it's selling.
Yeah, that's the point.
It sells, especially with this assurance, babe.
Like everybody are like waiting. What's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? And I'm sure it did it. She's going to be on that track.
Of course. Even if she would just be saying gelato.
Stop it.
I'm just saying. Or even if she was just saying, who is your daddy? Who is your boyfriend? Davido. Boyfriend. Davido.
Assurance.
No, wait, it's like, who is your boyfriend? Davido. What did he give you?
Assurance.
Anyway, I think it's time for a quick break, but when we return, it will be time for some baby mama drama. We'll be right back.
You're watching Plus TV Africa, and this is Tea Time.
I loved the energy when I came in here. It was so positive. I was like, I can live here.
My real names are Akbofyofobo, Akborubomemere.
I think my father is a comedian because most times when he calls me, he's like, yo, make sure you use condom, you know, them girls out there.
So are you telling me I should have shot my shots?
Ife, you have a younger brother.
Age is nothing but a number. What? I'm a vampire.
I believe in equal rights for women, and I also believe that a man is the head of the house, so we need to draw our limits somewhere.
It feels so good. Now can I do my jam now?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Future's alleged 6th baby mama has reportedly filed a paternity suit against the rapper and is also requesting child support for him or from him. According to reports, Eliza Rain, her name is Eliza Rain, and then she filed legal docs in Broward County alleging Future is the father of her 4-month-old baby and is also requesting retroactive child support and reimbursement for hospital expenses during her pregnancy. Future already has a son with singer Ciara and 4 other women, including Bow Wow's baby mama. I love the circle
she's asking for too much. If you know Future, you know that all you're asking for is a lot because Future doesn't really provide. I want to say deadbeats, but I don't really want to come out to just say that.
He's not always there for his kids.
He's hardly ever there for his children. At least the one with Ciara, he actually tries.
No, I think that one was a form of competition for him. He was trying to compete with this guy. Is it Russell or was it?
Russell.
Yeah.
At that stage,
and then he realized
competition.
That. Yeah. So
he realized
I don't know, but
competition
if you are the father, at least acknowledge that one first and agree, or go for a paternity test, whatever. I think that's why she's filing a paternity suit, because now it's getting the court to say, okay, go for a test and let's see if you're really the father of this child. And then the part I don't understand is probably law and how it works, but it's the fact that he has to pay for hospital expenses and blah blah. Sis, I mean, you guys produce this baby together.
I was even going to after this gist, she came out and she wrote some things, and she was talking about how people are blaming her and how she said something like she had to sell a lot of things to take care of the baby. That future, if they think she wants money from him, they should ask other baby mama that he makes promises and he doesn't fulfill.
So
and I mean, what do you expect?
So that
you didn't hear about the first, the second. Do you understand? Like, what were you expecting from him?
When she first came out and said that she was having, because she wrote this in on Instagram, that she was having a baby for future. I think, I don't know, like maybe 6-7 months ago. I can't really remember the timeline. But she said that even though she was asked to take out the baby, she's still going to have it.
That she was even threatening not to have the baby.
Yeah, she was threatening to not have the baby. So it means that Future probably at that point said, I don't want any child. Can you see that I have a lot of children already? I don't want to have. And she's like, you know what? I'm still going to have my baby regardless. So
and I don't even know.
If you're going to have your baby regardless, you should know that this man most likely will not provide anything for both of you.
I agree with you. I'm not trying to say, okay, decide what people do with their body. But like, I mean, we can't keep bringing children into this world knowing fully well that there's no father figure for them.
Exactly.
It's just not fair. There's so many kids out there that all in the name of baby mama, baby daddy, they're just there, no father figure, and you're struggling.
I don't think it's
not
about the father figure per se. I think it's a case of being able to provide for your child. So if you know you cannot provide, maybe you shouldn't try to have a child and hope or wish that a man is going to man up and be responsible as a father when he wasn't.
And I mean, for future, it's not even a surprise.
Like, we all know this.
Yeah, because if it's a Nigerian celebrity now that you would say their net worth is not something you see out there, you can assume and say, he has money, he'll bring it out, right? And then you get in and realize that it's not. But these people, you can actually track it and know what they earn, how they earn, how it is looking like, how the future is for future. You know how future is for future and all those stuff. So I don't know how you get yourself into this kind of situation, and I know they say they'll come for me now and say they did it together and it's a decision they had to take together, but at the end of the day, she's a woman, she's not a child. It wasn't her, he did not take virginity from her. So it's not a surprise. You knew what you were getting into.
You did know.
And
so sis,
as much as it is hard, I just hope that she can just suck it up. I hope this filing suit and all that works for her anyway, but if it doesn't, then she should just try to take care of her child and attain a level of peace.
It's very, very hard. She's like broke right now. Even according to what she wrote, she has sold her car. She has sold, like, I mean, it's going to be a serious struggle for her.
Sis, what were you expecting? I'm sorry, but what were
the reason why I'm not feeling anything for her is because you know this will happen. Like you can't even. I've not met Future before, but like I already know that this will happen.
I know the history. I know his pattern. Like, I know how he does these things with baby mamas especially.
Exactly.
And did you see one post?
He probably came out to say or told her that, you know what, those people, I was not in love with them. I love you. Is it Yoruba demon something? You have to be Yoruba to be a demon.
Yoruba demon times 1 million.
Yoruba demons are learning.
What I see in you, I've never seen it. Did you see the guy that was crying for plantain and egg? Have you forgotten?
Which one?
Oh, goodness, please remember the story that came out online, and then a lady came out to start telling us, I mean, queens, you ladies need to do better and cook for your man. That this guy came to her house, and then she made him breakfast. She snapped the breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of gist.
Oh, that clean himself like.
And he was crying. She said in his 30 years of dating.
And when I read that,
that means you're like 40 and then you're crying for plantain and egg, man. How do you even believe that to start with?
So you that I would even ask you, you've been dating for 30 years.
Nobody has ever made you breakfast in your mom. There's a problem.
Somebody said it's the flour that is on it.
But wait, I was going to say something before I forget.
Okay.
So there was a post of one slay queen. I don't know her name, or one of those Instagram models. She's American, obviously, and she said,
stop using model on Instagram. Just call her one girl on Instagram.
But that's the only way you can understand. Exactly, that's their title.
And then she now put a picture. I think she put a bikini picture where she was down on the ground. She said, "Who has Future's number? I'm trying to have a baby for him."
Recently?
Yeah, recently, like 2 days ago. I saw it on one of the American blogs. One of the old baby mamas now, I think the third or fourth now wrote 1-800 deadbeats. Like, do you get like 1-800 deadbeats? Like, she was laughing.
And trust me, you'll be surprised that she's going to probably get pregnant
how many ladies
and then will now bring it back to Instagram and come and tell us it's not paying child support. I don't understand that.
Future doesn't love his children. Future is deadbeats. But
you already know. Like, don't you? She's already there. It's like
I'm not going to claim to understand what goes on in their head, but I think that's how we wrap up this episode of Tea Time. Thank you for watching, and as always, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch this episode or anyone you may have missed. And you can also join this conversation on social media by using the hashtag Tea Time or Twitter @ +TV Africa. My thank you as always go to my co-anchors Ewa Oritu and Chika Nwiwu and the entire production team. My name is Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching and see you later.